Hello! Hi, Andrew Ryan here, a comedian that plays a bit of golf. Welcome to episode 2 of This Thing Is It Even Worth Doing. Anyway, nice to be here. I'm heading off down to the club. I'm going to I booked the studio for an hour, and then I'm going to try and play a few holes. So, pretty excited about that because the weather has been so bad the last couple of weeks that the course has been closed for quite a bit, and it's very hard to motivate yourself to go out in the winter. So today I booked the studio. Why did I book a studio, Andrew? Because I'll tell you why. Because last week I was doing this. Freezing in a range. So yeah, I was down the range a couple of times, hitting balls, and I wasn't particularly happy with my swing. And there was a lot of balls going off right to left, and I wanted to go down and have a look at the stats down at the Trackman, down with Joel Saunders, down in Verulam Club, see what's happening with the swing, and just get some stats. Not that I know that much about the stats, you know what I mean. I know I'm getting better. My knowledge is getting a little bit better. But yeah, the weather's been absolutely horrendous. This country, Britain, I swear to God, it's bipolar. The weather here is bipolar. 1 minute you wake up and you're like, oh my God, it's sunny. We can go back out again. It's going to be amazing. The golf course is going to be open. And then the next day you're back in the Sorry for swearing. It's just really bad. I really want climate change to happen so we can get some nice rounds in the winter. A nice bit of sun over December and January. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so yes, not much been happening, but going to try and play a few holes. There's about 10 or 11 holes open today. So we're going to go down, see what the swing is like, get some stats, try and put a bit of effort. I've been invited to play in some pro-ams and also to play with some ex-footballers in a charity day up the north of England, which I'm delighted to have been asked. I was supposed to try and play it last year, but I couldn't. So yeah, I've also been invited to play in another charity event, which is pretty cool, with some people down in South London. They always ring me and go, Andrew, do you want to play in our golf competition? I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much for thinking about me. Oh, by the way, can you host a raffle and do some comedy in the evening if you don't mind? I don't mind. I actually really enjoy it. It's nice to be asked, and it's nice to help out if I can. So anyway, down the range, was too cold. Going down to the studio, be a bit warmer. Hopefully get a few holes out in the course. Let's see what the crack is. So I'm here in the studio, the golf studio at Verulam Golf Club. You can hire this out. Got it for an hour, hitting some golf balls. Yes, behind me is a screen with all the stats, the Trackman, everything you need to know about your swing. Your shots, your distances, your angle of attack, your in to out. This is where you can really come and kind of dissect it and see what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. But yeah, so I'm going to try and hire this place out as much as I can. It's a really cool studio here at Verulam. It's run by Mr. Joel Saunders, the golf pro here. Really cool. Look, you got putting green. Look at that. Cool little putting green. Practice your putting. This is the screen. Going to go through all the stats and everything of your shots. So yeah, just kind of mucking around here for an hour and see where the swing is at, and hopefully by, the end of the session we can see what I need to work on and what I need to improve and all that. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. So the last shot there, that was a 7-iron, and I'm going to go through the actual, I suppose, the science behind it, the screens, the shots, the trackers, everything here. As you can see, I hit 170 yards. I think this is going around 20 degrees weather-wise, so you could have a look here then at the efficiency of the club and all that kind of stuff. So if you start at club head speed 83, path 3 degrees into out. When I started getting coaching, I was coming in around 10-11 degrees into out, so I've made massive gains there. Face the target 1.4 degrees closed, which is not perfect yet, but it's getting better obviously. Carry 170 yards. Ooh yeah. Total distance 182 yards for the 7-iron. So my aim really is to kind of get that down to 1 or 2 degrees into out. My efficiency up a little bit more. Club speed is 83 miles an hour, so I'm not whacking it, but I'm got a nice steady speed. My loft is at 24 degrees, so that's okay for a 7-iron. So not so bad in terms of numbers, in terms of the improvements on the actual shots. But we'll hit some more shots and we'll see what the crack is and see if we can improve on them.
It's built into the ring device itself. So the siren is, yeah. So the siren's built into the thing itself. So if I sit there and somebody's down and I'm not looking, that's up to you. Yeah, well you can link the two. It's got a Bluetooth system that you can link the two. So you can have one going off. I've got a doorbell.
Right, I'm out on the course and there's only 11 holes open because of the weather and the flooding and all that. So I'm going to play 3 or 4 holes and see if there's anything good out there I can bloody do, because it's cold and it's getting a bit sunny now. But anyway, here I am on the I'm on the 10th tee, Verulam. It's a par 3, 165 yards, uphill, bunker at the front of the green. I'm going to hit a 7-iron. This is really a 6, but I just want to hit a 7. I might hit a 6 afterwards, just want to see what 7-iron's like, because I've been practicing that in the studio. So here we go. Just short of the green. So got a bad 7-iron up there. Not much happening at the moment because of the weather, you know. It's really bad. A lot of bad stuff happening in the world. Storm Ciara, Storm Dennis, coronavirus. You know, worst of all, Liverpool are going to win the league. I think that's a gimme. Yeah, that's a gimme. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to give you that? Right, we're on the par 5 11th hole. Par 5, love a par 5. Always gives you a great opportunity to get a 4 or a 10. So here we are. Driver, hybrid, 2 putts. Yeah. Right, so that drive into the wind down the centre of the green. Oh yeah! I did 2 drives there, obviously, because the first one was really bad. So pulled the first one into the heavy rough on the left-hand side. So we're just going to play the second ball just for a bit of a confidence boost. I'm not pretending to be Patrick Reed, like. Second shot from the middle of the fairway. One of my favourite distances to hit a green is about 100, 110 yards. So I'm going to try and, instead of, you know, whapping out a 3-wood on the fairway, I'm just going to take a 7-iron out and lay up to the bunkers down below me there. You can see those bunkers there. And then I'm going to try and get on the green for 3, maybe with a pitching wedge into the wind. So we'll see how that works out. Pretty decent shot there, nice and straight, good flight, but this is what it's like being a 15 handicapper, you know, you're not streetwise enough on a course sometimes. So I should have really hit a 5-iron, because that didn't go as far as I wanted it to go, and I hit it too high maybe as well. So, but to be honest with you, I was quite happy with the strike, because the ball was above my feet, so it came down the shaft, which is always going to reduce a little bit of distance. Game intelligence, man. Takes a while, because sometimes when you're used to just coming up and just batting balls, it's a good bit of fun, but now it's all about educating yourself around the course as well, you know, knowing what shots to take on and what shots not to do, calculated risks. But I've 150 yards now into the green, the par 5, to get on in 3 and try and walk away with my par. 150 markers just over there, 150 yards straight down. Downhill into the wind, another 7-iron. I don't think I've ever hit a 7 iron so sweeter. If that's not on the green, I don't know what to do. We'll see now where this is. What's that I see before me? There she is, right on the green. Right on the green, 2 putts for par. As you can see, a bit of distance. Right, a few holes played. Just filmed 2 holes there. 3 putted at the end on the par 5. So finished with a 6. Pretty bad. 3 putting is it's bloody horrendous. I think the only thing I can compare 3 putting to, it's like you've done so well off the tee. Second shot's good, third shot's good, and then when you get to the end, it's like chatting a girl up in a bar. And you spend like an hour chatting to them and it's going really well and you're like, oh yeah, we're going to go on a date, I'm going to get her number. And then at the very end you say, oh yeah, can I take her number if we go for dinner sometime? It's like, no, I've got a boyfriend. That's 3 putting. You do so well until the end. Shocking. Right, so that's it for today. It was good to get into the studio and also to get out in the course a little bit as well. Hit some golf balls, get some figures, see where the swing is. It's getting better slowly. Quite happy with my improvement on the in to out as well. I was coming in around 10, 12, which I said before, and now I've kind of got it on average, kind of like, you know, I'm kind of coming in on average, you know, really about 4 or 5 degrees, which I've been told is still very playable. So I'm quite happy with that, and nice to get a few holes in as well, to get the old cobwebs off, especially after the weather and stuff. So thank you for that. I'll be doing a few more of these as holding me accountable to try and improve my golf swing. I have invited a few comedian mates to come down and play, but unfortunately because of the winter weather, some of them only play when it's really sunny. But I'm trying to grind away in the winter and make some gains so that when summer comes around, I can really step on them and, you know, have a good summer playing rather than getting coaching in the summer. And then by the time you're feeling really good, it's winter again. So I'm trying to counter-attack it really. And if you're not into golf and you watch these, I can imagine these are incredibly boring. This is how I feel about cricket. I just don't get cricket. I like rugby, football, but cricket, geez, oh my God, I just don't understand it. Like some people don't understand golf. Each to their own. There's room for everyone. Everyone. And every sport in the world. Like every person is welcome in the world and every sport is welcome in the world. Except cricket. Anyway, here's some stand-up.
But my mum is the same woman, right? She's got this great ability. What she can do is she can ask me a question and then answer the question in the same sentence, right? All Irish parents do this, right? She rang me up last September. This is the exact conversation I had with her again. She rings up and she goes, Andrew. I said, yes, mammy. She goes, come here. Do you know your brother Ian? No. Of course I know my brother Ian. The answer's in the question, right? She goes, I wanted to tell you something about your brother Ian. I said, what's that, mammy? Your brother Ian is thinking about proposing to his girlfriend on Christmas Day. I said, what are you telling me that for? It's September. She goes, well, I just wanted to warn you that if your brother rings you on Christmas Day to tell you that he's engaged, I want you to act surprised. I was like, why don't you just not fucking tell me then? And I'll be surprised. I now have to assume a role that I'm not comfortable with, right? Then on Christmas Day, guess what? My brother did get engaged, but he never rang me. He never rang me. He sent me a text, 1 word, no emotion, engaged. That's all it was. I didn't know was he getting married or locked in the toilets, right? I didn't know what he was doing. Because I had Christmas over here, I rang my mum up and I was like, Mammy. She goes, yeah. I said, come here. Do you know your son, Ian? She was like, I do, yeah. I said, well, he's after sending me a text to telling me he's after getting engaged. What? He's engaged? He's not told me yet. Now you feckin' spoiled my surprise as well. And I was like, if you don't know who I am,